I'm sure you see pageant contestants in swimsuit rounds and airbrushed pictures and think to yourself, wow, look at that skin and hair, I could never match that. But it's 2026 and let's be real, if you are looking at a screen to decide whether your body is pageant ready, you are looking at a lie. Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. For the ones who know me and for the ones who don't, I am Lekh Uthaiah, your Femina Miss India Punjab 2022. I am a model, an influencer and a pageant coach. At my own institute called ELEKHTRA, we offer one-on-one sessions once again. So anything regarding your walk, your talk, just the structuring, the posing, stage presence, we've got it. And we also take group workshops. That's something that I've introduced very recently, and I get very excited when I get to see all of you on my screen from across the country. And of course, it's at a discounted price as compared to the one-on-one session. So all of that is in the description. I want you to click on it so you get details. But I also want you to go to my Instagram page of ELEKHTRA and then send in a DM. You can always see in real time what workshops are coming up or any new information that I have. And you can send in a DM there and we will respond to you ASAP. Oh, and I also have a WhatsApp community called Electric 2026. It has over 350 girls and they help each other, share resources. I myself am also a part of that group. So if that's something that sounds interesting, that is also in the description for you to join. This video is divided into 3 chapters. Chapter number 1 is the context, a pageant's point of view. We then have pigmentation and products in chapter 2, and chapter 3 is mindset. We live in 2026. Women should exist the way they want. Especially because a lot of these ads like elbow whitening creams and dark spots and dark circles are only targeted towards women. You will never see a cream make product for whitening a man's knees, which is such double standards, very well aware of it, and I personally rebel against it any chance that I get. But pageants are visual industries. So let me tell you how pageant organizations view pigmentation. They are not looking for girls who just have a single tone or have the most perfect skin. They are looking for somebody with good skin health. They are looking for somebody with overall good grooming finish. And they're looking for somebody who looks great under HD lighting. So high definition lighting, what it does, it is exaggerates your ashy knees and elbows or your dark under eyes or your pigmented lips or your pimples or any texture that you have, your gray underarms, all of that is highlighted. So no, you do not get rejected because you have them, but I don't want you to lose confidence because you don't know how they are perceived. So this is not a video where I'm telling you to fix your flaws, God forbid. I am making this video because you are willing to play the game called Pageants and it has certain rules and we should just know how to play it. Chapter 2, pigmentation and products. Let's start off with different body parts and I'll help you understand how you can make it better, okay? The first one is face and under eyes. If you have pigmentation, from a makeup perspective, the only way to solve it is to use color corrector. So I actually do this a lot on my mom's as well because, you know, she also has a lot of sun dark circles and a lot of spots. And orange color corrector works really well. I will link all of this in the description, so make sure you have a look. And after that, also avoid baking your under eyes too much. So you've seen a lot of makeup artists do a lot of this with a lot of baking powder. Avoid that. It makes it really ashy and you get those flashbacks. Basically, when you click a picture and someone looks like a ghost, that's because of a lot of under eye baking. Avoid that. You can look at whenever you're buying an under eye cream or a vitamin C serum or any sort of a cream. If they're specifically talking about pigmentation, they should have these ingredients. And most importantly, to make sure that the sunspots or pigmentation doesn't get worse, always make sure you use a sunscreen. Here are a few of the sunscreens that I use. And finally, health, which is honestly the most important. Please try to get your 8 hours minimum of beauty sleep. Trust me, change your entire lifestyle around it. It will benefit you so much. Also check for your iron levels. Lower iron levels mean deep dark circles. Hydrate as much as possible. Dehydrated skin shows on camera more than anything else. And make sure you have a lot of citrus fruits and foods. Next, we come to lips. If you have two-toned or pigmented lips, number 1, absolutely normal. I have it too. Unless you look like a Kareena Kapoor or a Katrina Kaif. If you are not fair skin toned, you mostly have 2 pigmented lips. And even if you are, doesn't matter. In terms of makeup, what helps is a lip liner. A brown lip liner to start off with will just even out the two-tone. Try to avoid using light shades. Use darker nudes so that they get blended with your pigmented lips better. If your lips are too pigmented, don't be shy of putting on a little concealer first on your lips and then putting on any color. It'll just show better. When it comes to skincare, make sure any of your lip products have these ingredients, and also make sure that you use a sugar and honey scrub at least twice a week, and along with that using something like a Vaseline overnight. Making sure you never sleep with dehydrated lips will really help to reduce the pigmentation over time. When it comes to health, the same thing for face and skin follows. Dehydration will affect it more. If you are a smoker and you want to do pageants, I would suggest you find a solution to that, because that will darken your lips. And especially check for PCOS. They in general increase your pigmentation overall in all areas. So make sure you get that checked and get it corrected if possible. When it comes to underarms, a lot of girls have a lot of insecurity regarding this. For makeup, I kid you not, there is regular makeup that makeup artists have put on me for certain shoots. They just try to tell me to like lift my hand and be like, it's a little pigmented, let us put some foundation on it. And so they dabbed it, and of course when you sweat it kind of becomes discolored. In pageants, etc., if that is the case, you can put it. Just make sure you use a setting spray, like a good one, so that it doesn't transfer onto your clothes. When it comes to skincare, you actually need to know what the reason is. If friction is the reason because you're wearing clothes that are really close to your underarms and they brush against a lot while looser clothes. If you are sweating too much, use an antiperspirant like this. Dove deodorant has been my lifesaver, and it helps me not sweat too much, which causes less pigment. If you shave often, please switch to waxing. But if you have the budget, please do laser hair reduction. I cannot even tell you how beneficial that investment will be. But if you also have darkening on your neck, behind your neck, etc., please go get yourself checked for insulin resistance, because that means you might have PCOS, which 1 in 5 women in India have. So no biggie, I have it too. When you are looking for ingredients, make sure this is on the list. From Uthaiah, this even tone spray apparently works wonders. I have just started using it just to check it out. I put it in the night twice or thrice a week. But other than that, Body Wise also has great products, and also Wishcare underarm roll-ons are great. But as long as you're using these ingredients, it's fantastic. Make sure you also scrub. I use a coffee scrub every time I take a bath. And also those loofahs, not exact loofahs, but the gloves, the black gloves that come in, that you can rub dead skin cells off with, really, really helps. When it comes to dark elbows and knees, yes, makeup is necessary. I remember when going for my Miss India auditions, I made sure I put in like a cheaper concealer on it, and then put some foundation concealer and put a setting spray and dabbed it off, because I wanted my knees to not look extremely black. And you can do the same for elbows as well. But more than that, you also need to make sure that they're not ashy. So make sure you moisturize them. A lot of the times we ignore our conies. Please don't do that. Moisturize as much as possible, because when in pictures, that shows a lot. If you're looking for skincare, make sure any product that you see has these ingredients listed on it. You cannot scrub away darkness from your knees and your elbows. You will only worsen your skin barrier. So it's all right to have it. When it comes to your buttocks or your inner thighs, especially if you're someone who's going into a pageant that has a swimwear round, yes, it can make you conscious, but I don't think you need to struggle or think about it way too much. Just regular exfoliation. But if you really want to get a lot of pigmentation removed, I would suggest you go to a skin clinic in Bangalore. I have tried out Luna 22, I've tried Bodycraft, and I've tried Jamuna Pai Skin Clinic. All of them have like a charcoal depigmentation sort of a thing, which they do with a laser, and that might actually help if you really have to get rid of pigmentation in those areas. But they require multiple sittings, so this is not something that you can do like that. Now, stretch marks and scars. So I want to tell you, I have a very prominent stitches ka mark on my right leg. I fell down, basically. There was glass that went inside me when I was 21 or something. That was very much visible. I tried to, of course, try to even it out with a peach color corrector and concealer, but it is still visible because stitches ke scars are really dark. That's okay. They do not disqualify you based on the fact that you have too many scars. It just shows that you have lived. But if required, you should know how to cover it and correct it. So just go on Google, look for good body foundations, look for good concealers. There are concealers that can conceal like tattoos and stuff also. So if you can just do your research, it would be great for you. There are also laser treatments that exist to reduce your scars if you have them in very prominent areas, and also if you're looking for certain products that might lighten it over time. बहुत rarely ऐसा होता है, but these are the product ingredients that you should be looking at. Chapter number 3, the mindset shift. So what I want you to know is that if you are going to compare yourself to people who do not look like you, like a Kendall Jenner, like a Gigi Hadid, like a Kareena Kapoor, like Katrina Kaif or Deepika Padukone, you are obviously going to be disappointed looking at yourself in the mirror. Find more realistic representation. You know, like right now we have enough people in the media to look at. Look at Simone Ashley, who's extremely hot and has a beautiful deep skin tone. Look at a Radhika Apte, for example. Just people who look like yourself, because for example, I have a small torso, like it starts and it ends here, okay, and then my legs begin. So I cannot compare myself by looking at Deepika Padukone in Lovely or by looking at Katrina Kaif in Kala Chashma and being like, oh my god, I want a torso like that, because that's just genetic difference. They have a different bone structure. So you cannot feel badly looking at yourself. Pigmentation does not reduce your worth. Alright, and I'm telling you, pageants are also not that strict on like rejecting you in case you have a few things here and there. I wouldn't even call them flaws, but I want you to normalize them, to be educated about them if you have to get them removed. And if that makes you feel confident, go under a cosmetic procedure like the laser that I said, or sometimes even plastic surgeries are available for deep scars. If that makes you more comfortable and happy to look at yourself in the mirror, go ahead. I wish there comes a time when I never have to make a video like this, because men never have a video nitpicking on certain parts of their bodies and telling them what to correct. So, let's wait for the day when the world just gets better and pageants just really are open to all the flaws. But up until then, hope this video helps. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.